I'm back on bed. Oh, I'm stuffed.
I'll see you in training later.
Guided by the tent.
Right.
We're healed. We should ask her. But
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Ducka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert.
Excuse me.
But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory. Not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted in our campfire to the
Oh,
southeast.
excuse me.
When you're done, bring the parts to me at the maw of the arena, on the northeast side of the grove.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
I've already found some of those tags.
I don't have anything to pay you with here. Bring them to me at the maw of the arena when you can.
Thank you, champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
I won't. Okay, new activity.
You need to work on your breathing. Your blade be bright.
I told you she'd be amenable.
You also told me the ballista wouldn't break again, so there is that.
Guess I need to head southeast to find that rollerback. And I think I saw a herd of bristlebacks not far from here.
yeah, my squad's heading out soon. We'll join the rest of the defenders then. Outlander, are you in need of supplies?
By the way,
Another time.
They're really hard to find.
Well, good thing I have a little something called strategy.
Talk yourself up all you want.
I think I might head over to hunting grounds.
Alright, that one.
I thought I'd have something. What? Alright, what's wrong? You've come this far. We will stand by you. There's gotta be a way. So,
Where?
I heard you got
Where's
some.
mine?
How's our supply of ash brother?
We have enough to last until Peter Mark.
Regala will fall.
I need to practice. My blade's not
Get round to... Breaking. Which was over here. I've still got tasks here.
May your blade be...
Aloy. A word, if you will? Blood of the Ten, Aloy. Regala denied. The truth of the visions revealed. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all your deeds.
We'll just have to remember them then.
Well, thanks to you, the chief still lives. And hope remains. But that's not why I wanted to speak with you. I need a favor. A personal one. My grandson, Cavo. He was not counted among the dead, which means he must still be with Regala's remaining forces.
He was taken prisoner.
No. He joined them willingly. Like many young soldiers who seek to mark their skin with distinguished deeds. I must search for him. Convince him to come home. Chief Hekarro cannot spare any soldiers for this task, so my blade is alone in this. Unless you'd be willing to join me. I know it is much to ask after all you've done for us. But Cavo is the last of my blood.
If Cavo joined Regala's rebellion of his own accord, will Hekarro let him back into the tribe?
The chief knows the value of mercy, and the toll of unending bloodshed. It's the rest of the tribe I'm more concerned about. They won't quickly accept someone who betrayed them. Even with my support, it won't be easy.
But you have to try. You said Cavo's your last living relative?
Yes. Before Chief Hekarro, the clans warred constantly with each other. Every skirmish claimed another comrade. One by one, I buried my children. And then their children.
I'm sorry.
I tried to vent my grief on the battlefield, but I never found comfort
Oh,
there.
excuse me.
Only in the wisdom of the visions. And even so, I still couldn't prevent Cavo from following the trail of blood.
What made Cavo join Regala's rebellion?
For some, Regala represents a chance of vengeance against the Karja. During the Red Raids, it wasn't easy to turn the clans back at Barren Light. Many wanted to pursue the Karja all the way to Meridian.
So when Regala attacked the embassy, they took it as a call to arms.
Yes. But others, the young especially, care only about the glory they think they'll earn by hunting an age-old enemy. As for Cavo, it was probably a bit of both. And a youthful desire for a cause to get the blood burning. Nothing I said could stop him.
know how to cook, really. You can feed them. Learn some sort of cooking
So if
skill.
Cavo didn't listen to you when he joined the rebels, what makes you think he will now?
Cavo was too young to fight during the Red Raids. War was a stranger to him. But he must have experienced the suffering it brings by now. He will listen. He must. I just have to find him before it's too late.
That's a challenge in itself. That's a challenge in itself. When you're ready.
I'll help you find your grandson, if I can. Where do we start?
A while back, our scouts reported Cavo's squad left one of Regala's outposts in the hills to the south. His squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted one of our own being held captive there.
So we'll start at the outpost. If we free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where Cavo's squad went.
Shall we head out?
I have some other things to take care of first. I can meet you there.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest southeast of the grove. We'll make our way to the outpost from there. Until then, strike true.
Try not to gag. Try not to gag when you're trying to change the nappy.
Okay, but you should know that I got some new pieces since
Yeah. Oh no, dude, no! Oh hell no! Yeah.
How do they do it? Tame them to ride. It has been too long since the last courier.
Okay, there's another thing here. So
Give them reinsurance that they're going to be fine.
this way, and then this way.
With everything that's happened, I feel like I need to do more.
We'll need that ballista in good working order.
Yeah, he won't shut up about it. One marking is good enough to challenge the enduring.
There's no way looking at the other.
Maybe all fight is yours.
I'd say that's probably the most
Aloy,
important one.
need to
out of
turn
all
in
of
some
them.
tags or trade some metals? Maybe you won some from hunting grounds. But if you want to turn in the parts, we need to open the arena. We'll have to talk to Kala.
I found some of the tags you mentioned before.
Yeah.
Good. The squad mates and families of the deceased will be grateful. You're
You got-
worth a dozen squads put together, my friend.
Or
Oh, and I
working
have
on
this
the
for you.
bins.
I hope it helps.
Do I have any medals? No. Dang it.
Earn more medals and the rewards will be great.
Well, I guess I should go.
Safe travels.
Okay, so there's something there. Your hair
Next time,
there.
convince you buy. Return again when you were great.
Ah, these are just beans.
I heard from our scouts at the rebel stronghold.
Next time we seal a proper trade.
Not a Notebook. Got a lot of data points. Collectibles. Character. Yeah, I was going to say it's a few more data points. Coils and weaves. Yeah, it's weaves, isn't it? Burb. Okay, so is that the base? We were down about the base, no worries. Oh, my hat's gone all bleh.
Not bad.
Yeah. He's still listening to the same stuff.
Hey, look who's back. You find what you're looking for?
I did. One step closer to taking the fight to the zeniths.
Can't wait.
You still sifting through loads of data?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's lots of words. I thought maybe I could try finding things with more, pictures in it. Not much luck there, but I did find out about these holofilms. Like images put together to tell a story. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
I made a new friend while I was getting ether.
Yeah, I've seen him. Catalo's a broody fella. You do know the cards just say these Tanakh drink people's blood?
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
What did you do?
I made one joke about how they, eat grass a lot. How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaves in their stomach anyway?
From the looks of it, the Utaru.
Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting her to be that fast.
Just try not to get hurt. I see you've got strike set up. Mind if I have a go at it?
Really? Sure. Let's do it.
Random board.
Let's do this. My turn. You're up. What should I do? I'm done. That one's a goner. Time to make a move. Off the board they go. All yours. Taking a big risk there, Humphrey.
Experience.
Let's see.
Yeah.
There it goes. How about that? I won. Back to business then.
I better get going.
All right. I'll be here if you need me.
Anything coming in here? Nope. Ooh.
Aloy, you found another one of Gaia's sub-functions?
2 down, 1 to go.
I'm glad her healing can continue.
Found anything else combing through that data?
Varl and I have been looking into the animals of the old world. Apparently there used to be thousands more species roaming around than there are today. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them, even as holograms. Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may prove difficult. At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used many of them as inspiration for her machines. Her memory honors them.
Have you met Catalo yet?
Yes, but he has kept to himself. Tanakh don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a spear in his gut as training, then yes.
I've been told. Please tell me you weren't being serious, though.
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of broken bones. He called the Utaru leaf grazers. Laughed at the idea of us simple farmers being formidable fighters. Before I knew it, he and I were battling it out in the common room. The man is slow, but he can throw a hammer around. Don't look so worried. We're evenly matched. For now. Next time he's going down like a load of boar dump.
Just try not to kill each other.
Injuring his pride should be good enough.
I better get going.
Right. You've got that sub-function to deliver.
Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map. Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place. Gaia, and explained the situation surrounding the other you. They gave me this focus as well. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the Focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens.
Yeah,
and
bitch.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectres. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Must be strange, seeing everything through a Focus now.
I can see machines like
It's an
never
old one.
before. Their strengths
Oh.
and weaknesses simply reveal themselves to me. To think that such a tiny object might be the most powerful weapon I've ever possessed.
Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaru's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be worth dying for.
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit, I was surprised to see Nutaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja, and fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I am mistaken.
Have you had a chance to speak with Varl?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light. Are all Nora as skilled as the two of you?
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own. They managed to push the Karja from their lands.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that. Impressive.
Does it still hurt?
It comes and goes. I try not to think about it, but its absence is always present for me. It's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand. Only empathize.
Then you have my thanks.
I should get going.
Back to my training then.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I forgot to talk to him about something. No, yeah, I did.
Forget anything?
I am going for an extra little percent, but I need the toilet. I'm bad. Really, really bad. Excuse me.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you
Yeah,
were
yeah,
part of the
yeah.
Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be
Daddy's in
known
the
as an
loo.
accomplished fighter. Tekote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the Ten. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Cool Route. Decca, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the Ten flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Cool Route. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Cool Route by Tekote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Cool Route?
Tekote knew that if I survived the Cool Route, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Tekote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself. Even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
I need to go.
To your mission, then.
Yep. You done.
Is this a piece from the Bulwark? Cavo must have brought this with him as a trophy. I may have fired the cannon, but he really put Tekote in his place.
Ah, you're back.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to...
So I hear.
I made one joke about how they, you know... How does anyone fight?
From the looks of it.
Yeah, well...
Just...
Oh, okay.
I should get...
We'll talk later.
A what?
It was pretty weird talking to Beta, seeing someone who looks like me. Even though it seems like she doesn't act anything like me. Or Elizabeth, for that matter.
gone.
Tanakh equipment. Katala must have moved his stuff in.
There's room here for any other people.
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Far Zenith's launch facility. Varl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake.
Right. Let me go and see Gaia. Well, actually, no. You go down. See Beta.
It's locked. Well, I guess Beta wants her privacy for now. Wonder if Varl's in there with her.
Strange.
Aloy, I'm glad you have returned, and I see you have recovered Ether.
There we go. More data for the dome.
Whoa. Whoa.
An excellent choice.
That's cool. Why do I think something's gonna happen? The guy's gonna betray us. I don't know.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Hey, Gaia. I'm back.
So I see what is on your mind.
Okay.
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yes. Thanks to Ether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
That'll be a relief for the Tanakh. One of their villages is still recovering after a mudslide caused the whole place to flood.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
Why did Ether take up residence in an ancient war museum?
As with the other subordinate functions, Ether needed to install itself on a processor with adequate storage and power. One in the museum appears to have been sufficient, given that the holographic displays were still active.
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as it needed to.
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with the ancient ruins of aircraft.
Maybe it also felt at home there.
Okay.
Beta believes the Zeniths want to use the terraforming system to wipe out life on Earth. Start over, so they can build it how they want.
further supporting our hypothesis.
But why? Given their technology, they could wipe out the tribes of the world by easier means. And if they're the same people who left Earth 1,000 years ago, wouldn't they want the biosphere to be as it was?
It is likely they adjusted to different planetary conditions in their colony on Sirius. They may be trying to recreate that environment here.
Turning Earth into a new Sirius. Their own personal playground.
Okay.
So the Zeniths are the same people who left Earth. Physically immortal. How'd they figure it out?
From what we know of Far Zenith, it is plausible that prominent geneticists and engineers were offered a place aboard the Odyssey in exchange for their expertise. Given enough time, technology, and resources, any challenge can be overcome.
Like how Minerva eventually generated the deactivation codes for the Pharaoh Plague.
Exactly.
No! I can see you, darling.
Gerard, Eric, Tilda, Verbena. Beta said they were some of the most powerful people on Earth. Do you know anything about them?
Stop
Unfortunately, no. My personal database is limited to those who worked on Zero Dawn. Additionally, it appears Far Zenith was quite secretive about their members. Only one.
You're not quite on camera there, darling.
Was ever publicly.
Right. He was the spokesperson back at their old launch facility.
What we can conclude from your and Beta's experiences.
You do know where my height is there.
Are ruthless in pursuit of their goal. To protect life on Earth.
Where's Simba?
They must be stopped.
Door.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
A signal that precise would require thorough knowledge of the system. How could the Zeniths know that?
From the records on your focus, it appears Far Zenith had an informant during the development of Zero Dawn.
Hank Shaw. He was supposed to steal a copy of the system for Far Zenith, but Elizabeth and Travis Tate caught him first.
Yes. It is likely Far Zenith acquired knowledge on the system's design through him, despite his failure.
Yes. Babe.
You hit the table.
So from what Beta told me, I guess we can assume the Zenith's technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounters with them amply demonstrate, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
They seemed indestructible, but that weapon the rebels used stripped their shield somehow.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. While we lack the anti-shielding weapon, were I to absorb Hephaestus and utilize it to create a large force of combat machines, no shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
Okay.
How's Catalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him. I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
A solution? I'll check in with him when I can, then.
Okay.
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague.
You've gone
Hearing
cold,
their
have you?
hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected
Why don't you
not
take
to
the tablet
intervene,
over there?
to allow him to process this on his own terms.
Oh, excuse me. That one.
The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum. A memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures return to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
Hmm? Just saving these to playlist.
So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes.
Hmm?
From here, the facility's operators
what?
would have been able to observe weather and machine activity.
Yeah, it's one I got from the chief.
It may be possible to restore more of this room's functionality, should you find and reconnect additional camera feeds.
I'll keep a lookout. See you later, Gaia.
Until next time, Aloy.
Yeah, babe. You seen this?
Yeah, it's that thing I got, isn't it? It changes the outside of it, doesn't it?
Good choice.
That's cool, isn't it? Shame it doesn't stay like it, though. See? Yeah.
Anybody seen one of my machines strike pieces around?
No.
Hi. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy
Oh my god.
little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus.
The first data that
She's
we
been
found
watching it a
on
lot.
Focus.
I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big.
There's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me. In a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was a liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect.
Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
That didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training.
You're not a dog, Simba.
It's a collection bag.
Do you ever see the cat do that?
No. Oh, Coke there, darling.
I know. I told you so different, didn't I?
Yeah. Oh, babe, why did you scribble on your picture?
I was doing other things and it went wrong.
It went wrong. Why is it my fault? Do you want to top up?
Yes, please, darling. How are you, alright?
Have you watched the Twin Paranormal one?
What was this? What
This
is this channel?
No, Twin Paranormal, darling.
What, have you got any new ones then?
Yeah.
Is it good?
No, on Casper's one. It's like an hour long.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
10 ghosts in one house with crazy activity.
Yeah.
Interface. clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
Okay.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that then.
Who? Us?
Yeah, we had 440, yeah?
Hang on.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
Right, now where am I going to then? Oh, Golden Bennett.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
Aloy. Is everything all right? It seemed like you and Varl were down at that basement for a while.
Yeah, everything's fine, I guess.
Well, okay. What can I do for you?
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. That's half the fun. Now, you won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
I see someone's been playing Strike.
I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things.
You should try playing Cthulhu. It's a Tanakh game. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, sure, Tanakh. Sure he won't try and kill me if I win?
Pretty sure. Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew. That's what my sister always said, anyways. You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time. I should get going.
Back to reading, I guess. Do be careful out there.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes, when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long, it doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding, any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet. What do you make of this Tilda the Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them. How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
Did Catalo find his way here?
Zoe picked out a room for him. He's kept to himself for the most part.
He's not much of a talker.
So I've noticed. Tried paying my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second, I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe and Aaron tried to beat each other up.
I might have heard something about that.
Aaron made some jokes about the Utaru, called them twigs or something like that. She challenged him to a sparring match. Turns out that Utaru speed is a pretty good match for Oseram brawn. Things ended in a stalemate. Now they spar once in a while to see if they can
Yeah,
break
I
it.
know.
Well, let me know how it goes. It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift, and to thank her for helping me study the glyphs. Something from the old world that she's never seen before. Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else. How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew, and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier.
Don't forget your cork, darling.
I should get back out there.
We'll be here if you need us.
Aloy.
Hey, how's everything going?
I am well, but Varl told me Beta's having a hard time adjusting to life here with us. I wish there was something I could do to help.
I'm not sure any of us can.
A tree won't bear fruit in a day. We'll do our best to make her feel welcome.
The Zeniths did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the Zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum? From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from. Like you've done here, for us. Maybe one day, more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice. Is there anything I can help with around here?
Hmm? Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh.
That bad, huh?
Why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
I should get going.
Good luck on your search.
Bop, 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 bop. Who else can I talk to? Oh, he's in here, isn't he?
What is it?
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations, and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more color.
Duly noted. Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing. I should get going.
If I can help in some way, say the word.
I will. Thank you.
Right. So now what are we doing? Oh. Right.
Back in a minute.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Probably get a guest list of 50. So we'd need at least 3 dozen kegs. Brown ale, maybe. No, for him, scrapper sap.
Are you planning a party?
Budgeting for Moreland's funeral, thanks to you. I was this close. We were gonna move on. Leave all this nonsense behind, and you come along, you spark a wet noodle idea.
It's going to work.
Wet noodle idea.
I've heard that before.
So, how does someone like you end up working for someone like Moreland?
I work with Moreland. We got 3 equal claims in this venture. I saw one of his early shows.
All right.
Back when it was just him and his inventions. Works of flame, lights, and shadows.
Right, be right back, guys.
gadgets and gizmos. Never seen the like. But the man is all spectacle. No sense. Bleeds shards like... You get the idea. Without me to handle the finances, his dreams would be sunk. More sunk. Wish we were back in the claim. Plenty of normal shows to do without the salvage from this blasted place.
And yet, you're here, in the middle of the desert, delving for his dream.
It was a good one. But sometimes, that dream has to die.
This dream of Moreland's
is going to get him killed.
Let's say it doesn't. What happens after he gets the salvage down there?
Then we put on the greatest show the world's ever seen. We'll have special seating, premium ale, the works. Moreland will do his light spectacle thing. Stemmer will get their eyes a-sparkling with his tales, and I'll be selling tickets. It's a nice thought, anyway.
So Moreland was down in this ancient city, and...
The three of us went down below.
You?
I can delve, too.
Right. And, then what happened?
What do you think? Water rushed in, we ran. Then Moreland built that blasted thing. Nearly got himself drowned. Twice. You want the finer details of his stupidity? You go ask him.
Moreland mentioned you were showman.
What? An Osram can't be anything other than a delver, tinker, or drunkard? Okay, sure, we are delvers too, but that is not our main source of income. Mostly, we go town to town, putting on shows.
These shows, what are they? What happens at them?
Tales and spectacle. Moreland's got the technical know-how. Builds all manner of inventions, whirligigs of light and sound, cannons that shoot fire, and showers of sparks, and Stemmer
keeps them enthralled. Tales of adventure in the smoothest baritone.
Yeah, that.
And you?
Me? Who do you think handles the financials for the whole blasted thing? Those two might have the sparks, but do you think they know their way around shards? No, they don't. I'm always willing to engage in some commerce.
Let's get rid of my resources. Whoa. Outfit. Ooh.
I'll leave you alone.
Do us a favor. Leave us all alone.
Got my stash here. Okay. Anything up here? Oh, pouch upgrade. Really? Trap. Purge water. enough of that. Not that I use traps. That's it. Talk to this guy.
The stout-hearted huntress approached. Her appearance as sudden as a spark of destiny. And the delve was at its direst.
That's, quite the introduction.
Maybe a little internal rhyme instead. A maiden arose from the very sands that bore our woes. Nah, too trite.
What is it with you and all the... words?
That's what I do. The stalwart storyteller gazed upon the maiden with well-earned pride in his life's work. Stemmer wordsmith, at your service.
Your friend over there doesn't like me too much. The loud one.
The old bean counter has the personality of a moss-eaten rock. But oh, what a wicked mind for money. And a memory as long as life, or even the smallest debt.
By that he means he owes me shards. 147, to be exact.
But as sharp as he was in things pecuniary, he had a dull forgetfulness for how many times a certain wordsmith saved his hoary hide.
147! 147.
How did you end up following Moreland out here?
Bright-eyed Moreland held his dreams aloft like a burning candle. And where that light went, the hearts of men were sure to follow.
So you admire him?
Admiration is but a gentle fire. It's the spark that delvers and tinkers and rogues alike are sure to warm to.
Okay, guess that answers something. What exactly does a wordsmith do?
Like a tinker at the forge, a wordsmith hammers out words to entrance all who hear them. The young, the old, and frequently the inebriated.
I didn't take the Osram for storytellers.
They say the only thing makes a cold brew go down easier is a tale of times gone by.
But it's always best to hit the road before the keg runs dry.
Why's that?
Oh, well, the Osram could get mighty agitated if they run out of drink, or if they don't like your story.
So you're saying being a wordsmith can be dangerous?
Oh, yeah. Story goes the wrong way, Osram will throw stuff at you.
What, like fruit?
More like chairs or grenades. But the veteran wordsmith persevered through it all, hammer in hand, ready to give as good as he got. How do you think we got here all the way from the claim anyway, past those blasted machines? It wasn't by talking.
Okay. Better get back to it.
She knew what she had to do. And she was ready.
What can I do for you, partner?
Okay.
Well then. Oh.
Right. Make sure that there's... Oh, it's here.
I thought we were finally going to get away from this place.
Well,
Good thing that Aloy showed up.
Elevator?
We'll see.
The longer their sojourn in the desert, the crustier the shard counters move became.
Well, as far as it goes. So far, so good. I can actually breathe down here. Diving mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before. Nautical lights. It must be Poseidon's doing. Whoa. That looks like a way out. Poseidon's down here, somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding. Whoa!
Whoa!
Machine. There's no way I can fight that thing underwater. I'll have to be careful.
Tidal. What? Whoa. A large and powerful acquisition machine that filters seedment for resources, whether on land or in water. It applies to purge water. Whoa. That's cool. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. A Kaido noble,
Bashar.
Bashar, marched into the Forbidden West with an army sent
Into there.
Sent by
Right.
the
Careful.
despotic
Yeah.
mad sun king
Jiran.
Jiran.
Yeah.
Knowing he'd be unable to directly
Yeah.
defy the king's orders to raid and kidnap human sacrifices from the western tribes. He had hoped to
That's it.
moderate the army's treatment of his victims.
Its victims. Yep.
But for the most part, he failed to stop his
Comrades. Yeah.
Brutality.
Yep.
When the
Tanuk.
clans united, the counterattack.
To counterattack.
The Kaja
Bashar
was captured at the Battle of
Cinnabar
Sand, dragged back to the
Tanuk
capital. He managed to avoid death by
participating
mm-hmm. in a rite that he had overheard his captors talk about the coal rot.
Mm-hmm.
In it, he fought machines in a great
arena
and survived. As per tradition, he was made a marshal.
Mm-hmm.
Marshal?
Yeah. No, a marshal is lower down from a chief.
Oh, a roving peacekeeper that serves the
Tanuk
chief
Hakaro.
This role allowed him the unique opportunity to gain insight into Tanuk culture, hoping to become a diplomatic liaison between the tribes. He agreed to return to the Kaja as part of an embassy. At Barren Light, he was killed when Regala attacked the event with a force of raiders and machines. Right,
had to put there.
What?
So we got this one next.
We've got lots.
There's not that many. So this is Regala. Yeah.
So
you got to start from here.
Is that you?
No.
Huh?
I'm Aloy.
Is that Regala?
Yeah.
Okay. Fearless and
unrelenting.
Regala was once Tanak, Tanak,
Tanakh, yeah. Come on.
Marshall. Seriously?
Selowsley.
Selowsley?
Yeah.
Serving Chief Hercaro.
Yep.
She believed he would eventually send the tribe's united clans against the Kaja, her hated
adversaries
in a final campaign that would
decimate
Meridian.
Meridian is a Osseron place. Come on.
Instead, Hakaru established.
Come on.
Established peace with the Kaja Sun.
No, with the Kaja Sun King.
With the Kaja Sun King.
Mm-hmm.
Regala found this unforgivable, declaring Hakaru.
Mm-hmm.
You can't hear the H.
Yeah.
And his
allies
to be attacked
to be traitors.
Against their own tribe. She launched a rebellion with an attack on the embassy at Barren Light.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, her forces have gained the ability to tame and ride machines, making her a threat to every tribe in the Forbidden West and beyond.
Yep, right.
There you go.
Not yet. Oh well.
Huh? That's all this time.
Do you want to read it or not? Go on then.
Have I done well?
Yeah, go on then. Mwah. I'll come and do your thing at about 4:30, okay? Go on.
Sorry. Oh, we don't know what are you?
Alright, so Zoe hailed from the Agradian tribe of the Utaru, once a peaceful soul. She was horrified by the atrocities committed by the Kaja during the Red Raids, that she took up arms against, and even over the objections of the cause, her tribe's ruling body. Seeking solace from the tragic events of the war, she later devoted herself to providing care and comfort to her people, becoming a grave singer, one who helps the ailing make a peaceful transition into death. When the Utaru fields fell prey to the Great Blight, her people were forced to the brink of starvation. Most saw this as a sign that the time had come for them to return to the earth as part of the Great Cycle. Although Zoe represented Utaru tradition, she struggled to accept such a bleak fate. Aloy's arrival ignited new hope in her, as well as long-buried fire to fight for what she thinks is right, no matter what her tribe's leader commands. Manavra, I think I've done that one. Oh, he's under there. Take him out into the hallway, darling. Dekia. As the honoured chaplain of the lowland Tanakh, Dekita serves as a source of inspiration and solace for her people. Her position requires her to study the visions of the memorial grove and use the wisdom she gains to advise her clan. A lifetime of battle has made her weary of war and the suffering it brings, which is why she wholeheartedly supports Chief Hikaru's mission to unite the clans. She'll do anything in her power to prevent the return to senseless violence, even if it means fighting one last time against Regala's rebellion. So this is Hikaru, this is the Chinook chief. For centuries, the three Chinook clans fought for control of the Memorial Road, the tribe's holiest site. None could hold it, and countless contenders perished in the attempt. Then came Hikaru, the most fearsome warrior the tribe had ever known. Killing all who stood in his way, he seized the grove in the name of the native lowland clan. But on that day he saw a vision that no other Chinook had ever beheld, one that called for unity instead of war. Taking this message to heart, he changed his ways, uniting the clans under one banner and appointing marshals to keep the peace. He has ruled the tribe ever since, trying to guide it towards a peaceful future. His efforts have even included overtures to the Kaja, a hated adversary, in hopes of starving off another war like the Red Raids. Many in the tribe admire his strength and foresight, but others, like Regala, curse him of betraying their warlike spirit. Yes. No, you're just about to have five. No, you're just about to have 5 slices of pizza, darling.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look at that. Love you.
Love you. Kutalo. He's one of the marshals, raised by the Chinook Sky clan inside the impregnable bulwark. Kutalo is a stoic and imposing warrior. As a young soldier, he fought valiantly at the Coal Root and renowned his clan to become a marshal, one who serves the Chinook chief as a roving peacekeeper. As one of the chief's most trusted confidants, Kutalo took pride in his role, using his influence to sidestep political machinators. He brought representatives from the Sky Clan to the Kaja embassy at Barren Light in the direct defiance of the clan's commander's orders. It was at this embassy that Kutalo and Aloy fought off the traitor Regala and her rebel forces, but not before he suffered an injury that deprived him of one of his arms. In a culture where physical prowess is valued above all else, he's seen by many as a broken man, but that won't stop him from fulfilling his duties as a marshal any way he can. So, Varia, a loyal soldier from the Lowland clan, she embodies the hope and optimism of Chief Hikaru's dream of unity for the Chinook. Committed to joining the tribe's peacekeeping marshals, she competed in the Kura, a rite that tested her skills as a fighter against the deadliest machines. When Regala attacked the event, she fought bravely in defense of her chief, and afterwards was indeed ordained a marshal. Morland. So when Morland was a child in the Osseram territory of the claim, his grandfather gave him an ancient artifact recovered during an expedition into the enchanted lands of the Forbidden West. He called it an amber, and the wondrous images it projected captivated Morland's imagination. He grew up to become a travelling showman, creating novel inventions in order to stage spectacles all over his homeland. Wanting to follow in his grandfather's footsteps, he later journeyed to the same sunken city his grandfather had explored in the Forbidden West. Along with his 2 friends and business partners, Adamand and Steamer. The goal was to recover more embers and use them to put on a glorious show, but after several delving attempts ended in disaster, the stream looked like it might be out of reach, unless their luck took a sudden turn for the better. Oh yeah, this one. Alva. She's a diviner. She is a sensitive, inquisitive, and exceptionally smart subject of the Quen tribe. As a diviner, she's one of the select few to have been given a focus, albeit a flawed, obsolete version, in order to access the secrets of the ancient world. She has devoted her life to studying this legacy, so that the Quan people may benefit from technical knowledge left behind by their ancestors, the old ones. When the degradation of the biosphere triggered famine in the Queen homeland. The Dividers sourced their records to find a solution. The search led the tribe to construct a great flotilla of ships to cross the Pacific Ocean to San Francisco, thought to be a nexus of prominent ancestors. Alva joined the expedition, which encountered great hardship both at sea and their other destination. Despite finding several small troves of data, the expedition was on the brink of failure, unable to discover secrets to help their people back home. But then Elva met Aloy, who offered a new spark of hope to her people. Then we got Alufia. Whoa. That's a long one. But I think I've already read that. And then we got Beta, which I think I've already read that as well, but I'll leave that up there for a minute. Okay, I think we've read them.
This place is massive. All of it's encased in a dome. Strong here. I won't make it to the door before the machine stops me. Red light.
Gonna do that.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, Manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here. There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node. There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for an entire city. Can't reach the ledge from here. Maybe there's something I can climb to get out.
Right, how do I get out of here then? I know there's pipe in there. Valve. Nothing there. Oh, there's a ladder here.
One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node. About free this way. Here's the map. The second node should be on the other side of the door. There's red light in that tower. Let's look at the console I found earlier. That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in? like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in. Okay, let's see where this leads. If it's range, I will put your price.
There's a way in here. Another access point. Should get me to the second round. Oh, water in my boots. Oh no, your fluffy boots. Thank you. Let's do that.
Let's see if that helped. Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station.
So do I go back in? Oh.
Machine saw me.
Shit, it had to be a fucking snap mod, didn't it?
I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge.
That was good. Oh. So much stuff down here. Not that way. Up. Through the door. Ooh.
This looks promising.
Bubble.
There should be a console in here.
Oh. There is. What's up?
There. Time to dry this place out.
Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Viva Las Vegas. Great.
That did it! Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome. And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. Poseidon. I guess the purge can get rid of all of the water.
Let me just swim back out. Not an issue, is it? We don't have to kill the machines, do we? This is cool.
Purge left these machines behind. I could sneak by them. Deal with the big one first.
Whoa.
Poseidon is through there. Where did that machine go?
Probably right behind me.
Aloy! It's a miracle!
Was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get the embers with that around.
As the scrappy band of adventurers beheld the beast, they knew what they had to do.
What? Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our Delph.
That guy sounds really familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. Who his voice sounds like.
Stay up here and start firing when I engage.
Do I have to?
Get to that overhang.
Weakness is body is frost. Have I got frost arrows? I think I have. Whoa! You're the four. Owie! Whoa.
Aloy! You did it!
That wasn't as hard as I thought.
Come on, gentlemen, get a move on.
You guys all right?
More than all right. We did it! All the embers we could ever want, and it's all thanks to you.
Very, heartwarming. But maybe we can just, you know, grab what we came here for and get out before any more of those things decide to show up.
Now, shard counter. Nothing wrong with a little revenue. Though we should probably let our flame-haired friend get going. I believe she has business down here, does she not?
Right, of course. You need any help?
I can handle it from here.
Very well. Well, we'll start taking some of the embers upstairs. Holler if you need us.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Right, so Poseidon's over here.
Poseidon should be somewhere beyond this door. I'll bring her home.
Time to heal up. Hi. Yeah.
Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it.
Why does it sound so noisy down here?
There. I should be able to use that console.
Why do I think something's gonna happen
I'm
here?
here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
Again, why do I think something's gonna happen?
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. Moreland and crew must have headed back up top. Probably embers they could carry, but I'll dry off. Eventually.
Whoa. What? Where's he going? Oh, I see. Casino. Oh, can I not go to the casino? Oh, that's where I'm supposed to be going. There'll be a ladder right there. That's blocked. Where? Oh. I've got these data points.
Looks like that elevator I found earlier. Maybe I can catch a ride instead of climbing back up.
I didn't mind riding back up. Climbing back up even.
It must have powered up the whole city.
Whoa.
Oh, the show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
Cool.
His dream realized. His old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah. I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve was a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But I might want to find that Oseram camp first. See if Talana made it. And with my new diving mask, I can swim as deep as I need to. Like at those deep water sites I found earlier.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone. There's a drone here. Ow! It's up there. But how do I get up there? Okay.
You're mine!
Got it. Come here, drone.
I have to jump onto that drone to get it down.
Gotcha. Go on. And fly back up. Right. Ah! La 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 la.